Okay, DCA, yeah, we have our logbook, but it's also based from capsule 1. So the format is pretty much covered whatever is capsule 1. Only that the task is the task that's included in there is selected by QA and is only approved by DCA.
So you can use CAP 741 for our logbook for this lesson
for your logbook.
For example, I have 741
okay.
logbook, and then I use it for my work schedule.
Okay, yeah. You can transfer. You can just transfer. You can transfer.
If I just send that logbook to DCA or to me,
if Niat, your logbook will need to be vet by QA. Okay. This one is not written yet, but I'm guessing they will ask you to transfer lah. Okay. As for DCA, I can ask for them. But from personal experience, I think they can accept. That's not official answer, that's my personal answer. Okay.
you have JPA 5A something?
Come again?
JPA 5A.
Okay, that's DCA version English.
Yeah.
Comment. Okay. Again, like I said, because DCA is adapting IASA. So, I'm assuming, again, this is my personal answer, not an official answer. You have to refer DCA. They will accept. Okay, based on my chit-chat conversation with DCA incident. However, if they require you to transfer, it's just a matter of transferring lah.
Then we need to chop that.
That one I don't dare to answer. That one I don't dare to answer. Okay.
About the fees for this DCA exam, for modules that have AC,
Okay.
is it split the fees? Like for MCQ is 53 ringgit, and then for essay or from 53 ringgit or both.
Okay. Our fees on paper.
On paper. So for essay paper, I still need to pay.
Yes. Yes. And until we review the fees lah, I can tell you we are reviewing the fees. When we release the new fees, how much the new fees, that is still a question. At the moment,
Agak-agak berapa?
the proposed fees, there are a few figures, but the highest is 350,
350,
including consolation class.
350. Serious?
Yes. That is including consolation class lah. I think that is still a good deal compared to outside.
Termasuk dalam practical assessment also?
Practical assessment, so far there's no proposal for payment yet. At the moment, assessment, there is proposal for payment if you are outsiders. Alumni, still 50-50, whether they consider outsiders or insiders.
Still, now open for outsiders.
There have been plans, there have been meeting this past few weeks, still no finalization yet.
Of course, the fees will be different, right?
Of course, yes. For outsiders, it will be different. Okay.
But 350 is not high.
That is one of the figures lah.
I thought it was just 1 ringgit.
Okay.
306 ringgit maybe.
That is one of the few figures. 100 ringgit is also in the figures.
Yeah.
Then there 100, 150, 300, 350 and something like that. There are figures. I'm not the commercial part, so I'm not the one who justifying this. Okay, you need to ask management lah. Okay. But there was still a question, so we will leave it like that. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Until it's been released, I'm not going to make any official statement. But the assessment coordinator have been appointed. Okay. And the assessment kit is already approved by DCA. The assessment procedure is already there in QA. we just haven't started yet. Names for assessment is already also have already been passed to DCA, and some of it have been approved by DCA. It's just a matter of when we start. And that is still under delay, so I cannot give a definite answer. But everything is already there. Okay? Yes? Yeah, I need to take my medicine.
Okay, kalau ada soalan lagi ada mic kat sini. Boleh?
Jadi yang saya student. This construct is Cizola. There are some issues for Yasa license. Since we have, I hope that you are aware, we now have new regulations. Okay, we no longer motors when we take LH. You might learn that last time we used CR 1969, and then after that 1996. Now we have CR 2016. Okay, so in 2016 there is a lot of changes. Okay, to do that. And so far there's no changes yet, but there will be, because the new regulations there will be changes. Just that they haven't done yet. Okay.
Tambahan, apa tu exam untuk modul 3 saya dah release dalam website dengan notice board. Siapa boleh tengok kan yang benar ke tidak? Dan saya pesan, sebab saya tengok pattern untuk modul 2 ramai yang fail. Half of the exam hall to fail. You need to do something for that. Yeah? Serius, kena serius. Sebab saya tengok siapa yang datang kat tempat saya tengok macam ikut kawan saja. Okay, this is my experience. You tak tahu modul 1 tu modul apa. Mungkinlah modul 1 you tahu, tapi modul 2 you tak tahu modul apa. You main ikut je kawan, you datang register. But then, saya tengok macam tak study. You ni engineer apa? License aircraft engineer kan? To be lah kan. Tapi badan you macam tak tahu apa. Kan? Ini pesanan saya study lah modul apa. Mula-mula saya bising juga, lama-lama saya tak nak bising lah. Kan? You have to tahu lah apa yang you ambil. Dan apa modul-modul, dan you have to be serious lah. Saya tengok separuh modul 2 yang hari tu 15 April pun fail. Modul 2 yang baru-baru ni pun separuh fail. Okay? Separuh fail. Sangat mengecewakan. Baru akan kat DCA nak. Itulah tak tahulah kan. BC ke saya tengok macam tak tahulah apa masalah. Susah sangat kan? Ada masalah apa tak dalam kelas? Ini modul 8 saya tak tahu lagi ni. Saya pun pening kepala.
Modul 8 bila tak?
8 tengoklah bulan 5 nanti kita bagi tahu. Modul 3 please check please serious.
Okay sir, ni soalan yang saya kutip. Okay, yang pertama, bila boleh start kutip work schedule? Work schedule.
Your work schedule. Okay, work schedule. Besides for skills. Besides to improve your skills, work schedule is used to mark the starting of your experience. Okay, so in MIAT, okay, if you go for OJT and MRO, okay, the experience starts during OJT. However, okay, you can use your practicals that you do during class, during subject, okay, as skills. Okay, so when you consider when you start, if the question is referring to when you start the 2 years, you start from OJT. But if as an advice, you can simply start during your class subject, during your practical. Okay, because work schedule is covering 2 things. your skill and your duration of experience. Okay, since your duration starts immediately, you can still use your schedule to collect the skills. Okay, I hope that answers the question.
So dia tanya, dia ada 4 soalan. Bila kami dapat buat oral oleh assessor? Jika dah lulus oral dengan assessor, adakah akan dapat basic license terus? Dan soalan last, berapa lama tunggu untuk jadi LAE selepas dah lepas oral by assessor?
I think I'm assuming the person who asking the question is referring to section L method. Okay, because section L, yes, after oral you get your license. Under part 66, no. Under part 66, you are being assessed on task. So if there are like 30 tasks, you must go for 30 assessment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you compile all your assessment record. Okay, you send to DCA, and then DCA give you license. So I think that there's section confusion there. Okay. For those who think you are familiar with section L, read back part 66. It is different. The way they do things is different. Okay. Okay. Format assessment. Okay. This one is being briefed by QA. You will go to QA and register to do assessment, and then QA will select the assessor for you and set a date, and then you will sit with the assessor. Assessor will be given a schematic question, because for every task that can be assessed, there is a schematic questions, and the schematic question will become the guideline for the assessor to assess you. So in a way that is actually easier because there is a schema, whereas under section L, there is no schema at all. The assessor can ask anything under the sun. Let's say there is pro and cons, but then you have to do a lot of assessors, whereas oral you just sit for one day. That's all.
Okay, so ada ex-miat nak ambil DCAM tapi SPM dia tak kredit English. So boleh ke ambil DCAM ataupun untuk pakai diploma dia?
English, you have to refer to QA. There is an issue about that. He will need to see QA.
Okay. So dekat MIAT kita buat sekali je praktikal. Macam mana dalam industri nanti, sebab benda ni kita akan lupa. Soalan dia.
Okay, that is not issue of the system. Okay, that is something that you need to
memorize.
That is not covered in system.
Okay.
The practical is to fulfill the practical sheet, assessment, okay, for the field. Regarding on what you remember or don't remember, that is out of our control. In fact, if you have friends who are MS trainees, you can ask them also. When they do modules, after they complete the module, they don't touch that module anymore. Okay, until at the end. So that is issue how you sustain your knowledge. Okay, that is important. Okay. In terms of skills, usually basic skills is the same skills if you repair your car or your bicycle, your motorcycle, your motor skills. What you get here is the system knowledge. Okay, this is what you get outside. Okay, this is advice for you lah, as a CA.
Okay, soalan last. Ada cara yang lebih baik bagi sistem reminder mereka untuk alert yang mereka ada kelas DCAM pada tarikh tersebut? Soalan ni agak berat.
Ada. But like I said, at the moment, due to limited resources and personnel, at the moment, the website is the main channel. Okay, Kak Anwar, in time to time, did her initiative to email students, and SRC the initiative to go to FB.
Yeah.
But still, the official is still the website. Okay, let's say method, yes, but we are still under manpower and under resource. Okay, inshallah there will be further. That is among the reason why we need to increase the fees. To increase the resources to kita give a better service. Okay? Belakang? Sembilan maybe 10 belum ni. This year insyaAllah. 10 belum lagi sebab AN10 kan baru. So the content needs to be shuffle, we need to retrain instructors. So saya pun agak tak optimis lah untuk buat tahun ni. 9 insyaAllah kalau kita ada retrain instructors lebih better. Dan anggota semua orang sama. Yes.
Saya dah daftar untuk 9.
Okay. Dah daftar tulis sini.
Macam IC ke tambah ini tu
Tak ada.
Paper single sitting, dia single sitting. Kalau dia single sitting is considered safe paper. Okay. Dan single paper tu macam 11A, 11B. That is two paper. I think sitting lah, sitting. Okay. Per sitting. I think the better word is per sitting lah. Sebab kalau essay dan MCQ tu kan confuse. Okay. So per sitting. Yeah?
Kalau dia dah ambil dekat bawah,
yes.
Dia kat niat dia perlu ambil lagi tak for modul yang dia ambil bawah?
Kalau dia pass, dia tak perlu ambil. Dah pass, tak perlu ambil. Kalau tak pass, dia kena tunggu that 3 months baru dia ambil.
Okay. So, walaupun kalau dah complete ijazah masuk,
Okay.
so kan kena sit for LSM kita, right?
Yes.
So, cakap ni saya dah pernah apply tadi.
Okay.
Dia cakap nak kumpul berapa orang tu dah nak extend lah sebab tak perlu ramai kan. So, how many extend macam ni?
Macam ni, yang complete sama dulu.
Yes.
Okay.
So, nak sit for dia ada kan. Dia cakap ni kalau nak sit for dia ada kan.
I think, are you talking about conversion? Conversion bukan niat yang kuat. So if you are sitting for DCAM module, it applies the same rule macam normal DCAM students. So you require that minimum quota. Conversion you tak buat. Itu over exam saja. So if you are niat students, biasa student is also niat student. If you sit for DCAM exam, the same rules and regulation which for DCAM also applies to you. So again, like I said, the minimum quota still applies. Okay. Good. Biasa student, please refer Cik Zul macam mana plan ni. Okay. So, dia pun tak boleh jawab pada biasa. Any more questions? Ada soalan lagi?
Jadi kelas modul 8 dengan modul 6 nanti refer kat website.
Yes. Can be converted to ijazah. DCAM convert to ijazah, I don't know. Ijazah convert to DCAM, okay. The latest regulation, if you are holding a foreign license and you come to Malaysia, to make you eligible, there's no more conversion. There is only validation. Conversion meaning you come with a foreign license, you show DCA, you take module 9, module 10, DCA give you Malaysia license, then you get the license. That is conversion. Validation, you come with a foreign license, you show DCA, DCA will give you a piece of paper, put inside your license, say, okay, this license can be used in Malaysia. But what I've heard from DCA, validation only lasts for 2 years. After 2 years, if you are not working with an MRO, they will not continue that relation.
You need to renew lah.
You need to renew. The rule is you must work with MRO.
Then relationship from the apply for one company or
What we told is MRO. So I'm not MRO Malaysia lah. So if you are having ESR license, you can still work in Malaysia lah, but you must work with MRO. Okay, that's what I understand. Okay, again, maybe DCA will come up with a hand that explains better. Okay, at the moment that is what I understand from DCA. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Is it good to have the two license for DCAM and DCAM?
Good.
Is there any point pros and cons for having two license?
I'm not sure. Because so far, my friends with Malaysian license can work overseas. At being a Malaysian, having ESR license for you, basically for you to go overseas. But since Malaysia license is only accepted overseas, from that statement, I can say that there's no need for ESR license. However, maybe there are certain parts of the world that accept ESR license but not Malaysian license. However, I haven't came across Malaysian said lah. Most of the people I know use Malaysian license to go outside.
Because as per this told me, he said it's better for me to take both license. So like after degree, experience, working experience should be 5 years.
Okay.
Which is 2 years as NC technician I guess. And the other 10 years is for LE.
Okay.
Yeah, say LE lah. And after that you can choose where you want to go.
I think
you already have a license.
if you have two license, maybe your option will be wider. That's all. That's what I see lah. But is it much wider or just little wider? That is what I don't know. Yes.
Where we can take the exam? We can start the module. Is it next sem or?
Which semester are you in?
No, sem 1.
Sem 1. Okay. If you are sem 1, so next semester you will sem 2 right? We are planning to organize the courses for you. So you don't need to register through the Wednesday again. But we will organize for you. You register the whole class and then we will choose the time for you. So yours will be catered lah.
The duration, how many years for that module?
We will arrange it so that at the end of your diploma, you've completed all module. Okay.
So the time we still don't know the date when we can start the module.
Again?
Still don't know the date when we can start the module.
No, we don't have it yet.
Oh, that's not true. The fees are still the same.
Okay.
The fees are still the same.
At the moment. Okay. Yes.
For opinion,
Yes.
how long yet will complete the assessment class and the model class? And the model exam.
How long?
How long yet will finish the assessment class and the model exam?
How long we will run as long as there is student.
In your opinion,
Okay.
how long?
How long? Yeah, as long as there is student, because it is our part of our program.
And then one more, why during semester break the class is not being open or?
Again, at the moment, due to limited resources and manpower, and then because to cater for MIAT students who are having exams, plus instructors who are going to invigilate exams, so we hold off during semester break and during semester exam. And then we open back during semesters.
So end of this year, how
Okay.
long how many models will finish?
At the end of this year, how many modules? At the moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Probably we add one more module 9. That's the plan. Okay, that's it. There is a constraint here. Okay. If you can see here, because of the big hours, okay, and concentration class can only be done during weekend. Just imagine, let's say this is the biggest number lah, and 1366 hours. If you count back, that will require 11 weekends. I still have no idea how to conduct that on 11 weekends and maintain student attendance. For those who are working, you need to come for 11 weekends. So that is still, I still have no solution to that. Okay. For those with 12 hours, that one is okay. The one I can open once we have the numbers. Okay. Because last time one of our limitation is we don't have notes. Now we have notes. Second, we don't have enough instructors. Reason being, concentration just started this semester, and then it is not included in the budget. So when we call instructors during weekend, that involves extra budget. Okay, and the fees is actually does not cover the actual cost. That's why I said we are running at a loss. Okay, when we conduct this program. And then due to the minimum quota, the reason we have to get minimum quota just to get the numbers to minimize our loss actually. If we have actually a more expensive concentration cost, okay, I can get more instructors to join and less student quota. Maybe we can run just 5 students, but because we're running at a loss, to minimize that loss, we need to increase the quota at now is at 25. So if you don't have the 25, it is just not feasible to run the class. This one go into economics lah. I know it's not longer about license and all that, but still we have to run this place using money. That's the issue. Yes.
What the country approved the DCA license?
Okay.
What the country approved that DCA license?
What other country approved? By law, any IQ member.
What
IQ member. Semester 1? One. Okay, let's go. IQ, International Civil Aviation Organization. IQ. Okay. By law lah. Okay. But usually we go Malaysia. Previously, anywhere they use British system, CAA, Malaysia can go. Now, anywhere they use IASA, Malaysia can go because Malaysia is adapting IASA. So that is your option. Keep what's up. Okay. Ini Middle East lah.
For the DCA module and IASA module, like the module is roughly the same, right? So, or is it totally different?
What do you mean by that?
I mean the module is the same or totally different?
Same, what do you mean same or different?
What can be learned the subject? Is it same or different? For DCA and IASA.
You see in IASA, it is same. Because both are referring to, I forgot IASA punya document, but ours will follow KM, K101. There is listed out all the topics and subjects that you need to cover for your program.
For the DCA, how many modules total?
DCA 17.
17.
Yes. This one, they are all 70 modules, but depend on which trade you are taking. 1 until 10 is the general module, so everybody must take. If you are taking mechanical, plus 11, 15, 17. If you are taking mechanical piston, 11, 16, 17. If you are taking electrical, 13, 14. Yeah.
For IASA, the module is the same.
What is it? For space 1, don't worry, we will cater for you. Okay? Because Consolidation just started last year. We could not start during January, so we're going to start with you guys. That's the plan lah, at least.
Regarding the fees, is it per module or
At the moment, per module. Then, per sitting. Because module 11, it will be split. There is 11A and 11B.
so
Okay.
So for helicopter and aeroplane,
Yes.
what's the difference between the module you take for helicopter and aeroplane?
Helicopter is 12. Yes. Helicopter, you don't take 13, you don't take 14. I think, I'm not sure 15 and 16.
Ada.
Helikopter 12.
Yeah, we module for rotorcraft.
Rotorcraft, ini helikopter lah.
Yeah.
Betul, kalau bukan helikopter, modul 12. Sorry, I tak tahu.
and how many times that we can repeat for that for the certain modules?
You can repeat.
Anytime.
Again, repeat question.
So there's no limitation for us to repeat the module if you fail.
Okay, to repeat the module, you subjected to DCA rules. The first time fail, you will be barred for 3 months. 3 months. Second time fail. Okay, first forgive me because I'm under section system. If under the last time 3 months, 6 months, and then 1 year. Under part 6, I think there is a little bit difference. I need to check back on that. However, in the end, what has been planned by EU exam unit, the gap of the exam is already 3 months. Meaning the first session of module 1 is January, the second module 1 is going to be April. So if you fail during January session, you can still sit on the next session. So it is being designed so that you can sit the next. Right now the fees, it is a tricky issue, but we are trying to come out with solution lah. For example, if you pass consolidation but you fail exam, you don't need to sit for consolidation anymore. So let's say we raise the fees for consolidation. Okay? So in that situation, you only need to pay fees for exam, not consolidation. Okay? That is the example. Because fees for exam only should be lesser than consolidation. Because consolidation, we come up class, we call people, exam, you just for exam. So the fees should not be that high. Okay. Any more questions? Or we can conclude for today.